Hey guys, Mustache here, this time with another toy slash item review, this time of the BB-8 app-enabled droid from Sphero. So as you can see here, we have this awesome box here with BB-8. It looks very cool, and I'll even go into the box that is on the inside, because this is more like a slip cover, I guess, if you will. So looking at the front, we get the picture of BB-8, which is really cool. On the side, we actually do get some of the things that you can do with the app. Like you can do the patrol, the authentic movements, lists and responses. It does stuff that is really cool. And then if you look on the other side here, you actually do get a little picture of the droid as well. And some of the more things that you can do. And then actually on the other side, you can actually see some of the things that that you get in the box. So you actually do get a base, which does enable inductive charging, which is actually really cool, which means you don't have to actually have something plugged in to the BB-8 for to have it charged. So like me, I have mine actually sitting over here with all my Star Wars stuff, and it's actually charging as it's sitting there. So that's very cool, because then if you don't want to essentially have BB-8 out all the time, or say you want it charging, you know, just in case a relative is coming over and you really want to show them, you know, the new Star Wars Force Awakens BB-8, then that's really cool too. So as well as you have skillware, hardware, and the traitware. So that's kind of different. But let's go ahead and open this box here. So oh, and then I didn't talk about the back. So the back actually has some of the things that it can do too. It does show the phone, the inductive charging. It says there's, I think it's 30 meters of length, and then on a full charge you get 60 minutes of play. So that's very cool, and this does run off your Bluetooth. Going to the package, actually, you do have a Star Wars logo there at the top, so that's very cool. And then the little pull tab actually makes the Sphero logo, so that's very nice. I didn't know, but I think Sphero actually owns, or Disney actually owns Sphero, so that's very nice. So as you can see with this box here, I'll start off this way. You do get a very Star Wars-esque, you know, crate, or actually, no, you can't see it there. So you do get a Star Wars-esque kind of crate look here. It does have a lot of things here. I kind of want to make a custom, maybe crate, to where I can actually maybe put BB-8 in something that looks a little cooler, so a little something more aesthetically from the universe. And then when you lift this up here, you actually do see a little pamphlet here. And then when you take the pamphlet out, you actually do get the instructions on how to start the BB-8 unit. And then when you remove this, you actually do get BB-8 in there. So as you can see, it is you do have a little plastic cover that protects the BB-8. And then when you take this out, so this is your charger here, your inductive charger. Looks very cool. You do have a micro USB that goes with that. That's how you do charge it or have it sit. And then looking at this does look very nice. The only thing I wish was maybe there was a little wash on it, because I know with the BB-8 we have seen for the movie as well as on stage at the Star Wars Celebration, it was a little dirty and stuff like that. You get the Sphero on the bottom, and everything is really grippy. You have these 4 grips on the bottom, and then you have a small little plastic, or a small grip in the center as well as around here, so that it doesn't move. So once you put that there, you do have BB-8 here. So you can go ahead and take that out. The actual sphere of the BB-8 looks very cool. I love it. It's very very shiny, and that's one of the things I guess I have a gripe about too. I wish it was a little more matte, but I get they didn't want to make it matte just because I think it would probably have a problem with the traction. And then you do have the magical BB-8 head here, which does sit on top. You do have wheels on the bottom, which enable it to go smoother. You do have the antennas on top, which very smart idea to make these antennas soft plastic, so in case you bump them accidentally, you don't have to have that problem. And then when you're trying to put it on here, you kind of have to search for the magnetic piece here. I'm losing it all over the place. There we go. And then you just have it sit there. So that's very cool. So looking at that, the magnet is very strong. It does sit there, and you can kind of hear the click. And then with the inside here, so like I said, you do get a micro USB cord in there, and you do have this little box that's inside which has it in there. I don't have mine in the box because I have mine hooked up to my laptop. So once you actually plug that in, it'll boot up and do everything for you. But let's go ahead and get this enabled. So I'll go ahead and try to pull up my iPhone here and get that going. So the app is free. It's not like there's a code or anything like that. And there's the app there. Once you actually get that that booted up, it does take some time. Oh, and then you have to make sure your Bluetooth is on. And then you'll hear the Star Wars music when that's going on. Sorry, I guess I could have been a little more prepared. And then when your Bluetooth is not on, you actually do have to restart the app. So you'll go ahead and have to restart the app. We'll go ahead and cut here and I'll try to get everything ready. So right here I have in the menu, you have the drive option, the messages, the patrol, as well as the settings. So one thing that's kind of cool is that, see how it's moving, you know, by itself? That's one cool, very cool option. So if we go to drive, that'll take you to a different screen. And here I'll actually go ahead and move the base out of the way and put BB-8 right there. And see how, you know, it's constantly moving, trying to balance itself. Sorry if this camera is really out of focus. When you're actually starting to set up the drive feature, you'll go ahead and there's a blue light. Let's see if I can have it show off. See, so the blue light is supposed to be towards you. So let's see if I can do that. So there it is. The blue light is towards me, and then you can actually do voice commands on here as well. So you could say, and it's constantly moving. You kind of have to get the option there. And there are actions that you can do. So you can do yes, and it'll move the head. You could do no, and it'll spin around. Whoa. They're like little alerts. And he does, you know, try to move around. I'll try to keep him from falling off the table here. But it is very cool. The driving is very nice. And you do get quite a few options here with the choices. So you can have the figure 8. You can have him go in a square. You can have him alerted. You can have him run really fast, as well as yes, no, straight, as well as another alert. So this is how you move him around. So let's see if I can try to move him towards me. Oh. So you'll try to. Here, I'm just gonna put him on the base. So that's how he is right there. So this is very easy. The touchpad controls are super simple. See, the head just moves around if you don't have him moving around. Let me try to center him up again. So if you go over to the options here, and if you go over to messages, it will actually open up a new side of app. And then as you can see, this is the pre-recorded message here. So I can go over that. So BB-8 turns blue, which I think looks really cool. You can kind of see the hologram there. And you just have to make sure BB-8 is in blue, or in view. And then if you go over to the previous messages, so like say you were trying to record a message yourself. See, so like that's your onboard camera, and as you can see, it does have the view C3PO there. So if you get that in view, we can go ahead and record for a little bit. This is BB-8, and then it'll go transmitting message to BB-8. And then when you go ahead and look at BB-8, see, it shows it right there. So sometimes the lineup isn't well, so if you kind of get BB-8 out of view, it'll come up again to redo it. So it does work out, you know, well sometimes. And then with the patrol feature, patrol is really cool. We'll go ahead and select it. I won't enable it just because of the process of it. As you can see, it gives you the accelerator vector, the event log, I guess foot, and then you can do patrol distance, internal temperature, event log, and then you can do tracking system, event log, chronometer, accelerating mapping, and gyro stabilization, and gyro balance. And that's pretty much all there is. So with BB-8, I would say it's definitely a worthwhile pickup. I love everything about it. I love that they went to the trouble of going and doing the inductive charging. I think that's really cool. There are these clips on the side. I would really like to see if it's possible to make a base for it, so that you can maybe drive up to it and charge that way. But I think maybe once it's on the base, it does fall asleep. Not to mention, once you get it in the cradle, you wouldn't be able to get it out, because you do have these little 4 prongs here keeping it. Like I said, it's really cool. It retails for $150. If you do get a chance, definitely pick it up. I love mine. I'm definitely happy I got it. I was talking to Captain Holiday about it. We might do a video for both of ours. But I really hope that Sphero ends up making another app-enabled droid, and it's R2-D2. I'd love to see maybe a possibility of getting R2-D2 and the BB-8 here interacting and you know, right in front of you. Because we saw it happen at Celebration on stage, but it would be really cool to see it in real life, I guess, like right in front of you. So that is the review of the Sphero BB-8 from Sphero, as well as Star Wars and Disney. We'll see you again. Peace.